This is a very, very interesting point to think. So, um, who do you think wants the world to be a better place? A person who's got kids or a person that doesn't have kids?
100% the people that have kids.
Okay. So, who do you think wants the cares more about future looks bright and making sure security military is good, so no one can attack us and we have a stronger military? People who have kids or people who don't have kids?
Family, kids, for sure.
Okay, this continues, right? You have to, out of those three names, one of them doesn't have any kids, has never been married, doesn't believe in God, and he's just kind of like about himself. He's made all these choices he's made is about himself. Now, don't get me wrong.
All right, stop the show. Stop the show. Salute to everybody in the building. And we got to talk about this. We in the studio. I was going to go live. I was like, no, I don't feel like dealing with you niggas. But I do want to address this. Okay. I seen this the other day. This is Patrick Bet David talking about the future and who wants a better future for society. And I want to respond to this because he goes on to say that, let me see if I can find it real quick. He goes on to say that people with kids want a better future. And I am so glad that he keeps saying this is his opinion, because this is a dumb ass take. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, I do not have any kids now, but I plan on having kids in the future. So keep that in mind when I give you my take on this. Now, in my opinion, this is the stupidest shit ever to say. To say that people with kids value the future more. Okay, that is so fucking dumb. And I'm gonna tell you why. But let's play a little bit more of this real quick. I guess he's talking about Bill Maher. And should people listen to Bill Maher because he has no kids or whatever the case? Let's get to it.
People support a position or not, and whatever they're screaming off the top of their lungs, always ask them how this hurts them or how this helps them. When I was coming up and I'm building my insurance practice
Let me.
for their wife and their three kids, there was a certain level of stability there. Now, I don't mean to offend you guys. You guys are single. I'm not talking about you guys. I don't want you to be heartbroken. If Rob, can you give some tissue to
I'm
him?
crying.
Because,
I'm crying on the
Adam's
inside. No,
getting,
you actually have a great
don't put
point
the
here.
camera.
Keep
Don't
going.
put the camera on Adam. He's getting emotional. Yeah, but the point is, do you think we're ready as America to have a single president? Would you want your president to be single with no kids, not married?
No,
Why not?
I don't think they have a full life perspective.
That's the point, right? So we have to also know when some people are like,
Okay, so basically he's pushing the narrative that a single person cannot take on any sort of major responsibility like being the president. And he's basically pushing the narrative that people with kids are more reliable and stable, but more importantly, he's saying that people with kids want the best future for society. All right, let me just get right to this. Okay, this is fucking stupid. The direction the world is going in now, specifically America, is being drafted by people with kids. Okay, the way we have everything, with the all the agendas going on, you want to say the decline of America, this is being drawn out by people with kids. Okay, people with kids do not want a better society for the future. This is what Patrick Davis limited view is coming in. Okay, people with kids want a better society for their kids. Okay, they don't want a better society for the whole world. This dude's talking about, people with kids, they're worried about the military, industrial staying strong. They're worried about the country. And no, people with kids are worried about their kids. And just because somebody with kids wants a better future for their children, which is natural, that does not always correlate with a better society. And this is the stupid limited view right here, because people with a daughter, let's say a man with a daughter does not want a better society. He wants, in the future, he wants society to acquiesce to his daughter. So people with kids use their power and their money, which once again is what it is, to try to manipulate the world into acquiescing to their kids. They don't want to see a better society and better future. No, they want the world to be better for their kids. Like, for example, once again, the man with the daughter doesn't want a better future for society. He wants society to become more feminist so his daughter can get out here and get a career and perform better for herself. Let's say somebody with a troubled son, whatever. They don't want a better future for society. They want society to acquiesce to their troublemaking son so that he doesn't go to jail. People with kids are not thinking about fucking society in the future. Oh, we got to make a better world. Look at the world we're in today. It's all been planned out by people with kids because we got a lot of people pulling the strings, trying to manipulate the world to be a better place for their children, not a better place for the world in general. So this whole narrative, oh, people with kids care about the future. No, they don't. Matter of fact, people with kids don't. I would even argue people without kids care more about the future than people with kids. All right, because I know people without kids. Let's say me, for example. Even though I do plan on having them one day, nigga, I don't want to bother nobody. I don't want to take nobody else's rights away. I don't give a fuck about what's going on, nigga. I just want to chill and do me. I just got to worry about me. Now he calls this selfish. I think it's selfish to want the whole world to acquiesce to your fucking bastard ass kids because they're not smart enough or they're not, they're weak. You know what I'm saying? People without kids mind their own business. They go to work. They contribute to society going to work. And then when they get off work, they don't try to get into other people's business. They don't try to change the world just for the sake of their kids. Nigga, they get off work, they're good. But people with kids, they want to see society change and acquiesce to their seed. Now, you can say that's natural or whatever, but I'm saying Patrick Bet Davis getting up here like acting like people with kids are just, oh, they're so holier than now. When I was at my insurance company, people without kids, they don't show up to work. But people with kids, they show up to work. They're stable. Nigga, the people with kids are under more stress. They have to deal with a bitching ass wife or bitching significant other. Okay, but it depends on who you hire. Because right now we have single people moving up in the workforce. More workers are single than ever. 52% of these hoes are single. More men are single. Corporate ranks are being moved up by single people with no kids. People are actually, I say people without kids want a better society because they know that if they're bringing in kids that they cannot afford, that are going to be on the system, or they're bringing in, and you don't even got to be on the system. If you don't have $300,000 in the bank, you can't afford a child. That's why I don't got no kids. I don't have $300,000 in the bank. I have a good amount, but I can't afford a kid. All right. I can definitely take care of one by today's standards, but I can't pay for it outright. That's how I do my thing. But this whole narrative, oh yeah, man, people with kids are more stable. Then why is society so fucked up? All these government positions ran by people with kids, Republican and Democrat. All these companies currently, for now, ran by people with kids. Why is everything so expensive? Why is employment fucked up? Everything fucked up in society is being ran by elites with kids because they want to see the world be a better place for their kids. They don't give a fuck about society, and they probably shouldn't. People with kids care about their kids, and that's fair. That is fair. But to get on here and talk about, oh, people with kids care about a better future for society. No, they do not. They care about a better future for their kids. And to me, that's selfish. You want to talk about single people are selfish. Single people are not trying to bother nobody. They're not trying to, form the world to their liking just so their kids won't have to get out here and deal with reality. That's you motherfuckers with kids. And keep in mind, once again, I said I'm going to have children one day, but I am not going to be saying, oh, I'm here, I'm doing this to make society a better place. No, nigga, I was horny, I wanted to fuck, bitch was bad. We might have made some plans, or I might have, and we might have made some plans to have a family, or I might get a surrogate. Okay, either way, I'm not doing that for society. It's my biological imperative. Society's going to do what society does. All right, that's why I talk about in today's time, you just need to make your own circle, have your own situation, your own group of people, and work like that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this trying to save the world type shit, dog. Let the people with kids try to do that. Like Patrick Bet Davis. Oh, my bad. They're not doing that. They're trying to make the world a better place for their children. And that's cool. But don't get up here talking about people with kids care more about society. Oh, people with kids, they show up to work. Yeah, because they got a fucking family to feed. Of course they're going to be more of a slave mindset, nigga. because they got bills to pay, because they got to take care of that bitch and the kids. They're not showing up. They're not showing up to work and being more of a stable worker because they're just better people for better society. No, nigga, they got kids to feed. Of course, they're gonna. And he likes that shit. I need more, because that's more of a slave mindset. They ain't got no choice. They gotta show up, or the kids gonna starve and they gonna go to jail. So he's taking on this premise as if people with kids are just better performers. No, they're obligated, and a lot of the times they're not better performers. You know, but that's a whole nother subject. My thing is to get on here and to say that people with kids care more about society than people without kids. To me, I gotta call bullshit. And I'm glad he said this was his opinion, because this definitely is a stupid opinion. Because if we get down to the stats, all the fuck ups happening in society and the decline of civilization is caused by people with kids. Daughter niggas. And a white man could be a daughter nigga too. All right? You think daughter niggas care about society? No, nigga. They want society to care about their fucking daughters. All right. And this is why society is where it's at now. All right. This is where the Me Too come from and all the other shit. All right. Because people didn't care about society. They cared about their children having an easier world. So let's preface it like that instead. Now, I know this would never happen, but if I ever debated Patrick David on this shit, I would clean the fuck up. I know this would never happen, but if I'm on valuetainment, I will clean the fuck up. And then you got this nigga over here. What's this nigga name? Not him. This guy, the white dude in the corner. Sosnick all the way to the left. Now Patrick's over here like, hey, don't cry, guys. I know you guys don't have no kids, and these goofy niggas. Oh, I agree with you. I agree with you. No, damn well. I'm pretty sure Sosnick has a different opinion. But he can't upset the boss. But this was a stupid ass take. And don't get me wrong, I fuck with valuetainment. I think they're probably one of the best channels on YouTube. Very informative, level-headed. But this right here was just dumb as fuck. All right. People with kids do not care more about society than people without kids. I will argue people without kids care more about society because they're not trying to burden society with life that is not prepared. Unlike people with kids, having kids broke, having kids don't even got a plan, don't even own a house, don't even own property, don't even own a car, don't have $310,000 in the bank to raise a child, but they want to bring a child in the world because of fucking feelings and emotions. And you want to talk about these are the people who make the world a better place, making the future better. No, people with kids actually fucking the world up even more. All right. And mainly because they're having kids prematurely. They're having kids before they are financially ready, mentally ready. That's the majority of children born in America are born to people who are not ready. Now they're trying to catch back up in the race. In my opinion, people who should be having the kids should be the people who are way ahead in the race, who have lapped multiple times the competition, where it's not going to burden you as much because you have the resources to do it. Robert De Niro just had a kid at 80. He's not going to be burdened. He might be dead by the time the kid turned 3, but that kid's not going to want or need for anything. Society's not going to have to take care of that kid. All right? That's my opinion. People who should be having the kids should be the people. You don't got to be 80 years old now. But, nigga, stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. I'm out of here, man. Y'all, appreciate y'all coming through. I'm going to holler at y'all next time. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe. Because we're going to talk about some more dumbass takes. All right. I'm hearing a lot of them. And I might do a live stream later this week. Really don't feel like dealing with niggas, but we'll see. I do appreciate y'all. I'm going to get at y'all next time. Y'all be easy. Peace out.